Nicholas, again, I'm glad the Prime Minister was there, but when he spends more time in the jet getting there and back than being there, I don't believe he's all in. I believe it was media management, successful media management, because to many they'll say tick and flick, which of course is the whole problem with this issue for 20, 30 and 40 years.
Look, I don't think the Prime Minister's visit is going to solve all the problems, but I do think it's good that the Prime Minister has made this visit and shown that it's something that is high on his agenda. I think the point you make, that this has been going on for 20 or 30 years, is a really important one. This is a complex situation, and while I think the move today around the limiting on the sale of grog and grog sales being banned on certain days is a good step. I'd like to see further measures as well. I do think we need to see a significant increase in the police presence in Alice Springs. I think they need to set up some sober-up centres. I know at the City of Melbourne, we have a couple of 100,000 people out partying on the streets of Melbourne on the weekend, and we have sober-up centres. Excellent one run by the Salvation Army, other ones available.
It's not a bad idea.
So it's not a jail, not a detention centre, just place where people can get off the street, sober up, and hopefully get back to their lives. And look, I think the big sort of fundamental issue here is that
Nicholas,
we do need to go after those underlying issues and make sure that people who live in Alice Springs have a life with purpose, have job opportunities, and those underlying tough issues are addressed.
But Nicholas, sober up centres, have you seen the footage that's coming out of there? Have you seen the violence and just how out of control it can be? I mean, how are you going to manage that and just have people go somewhere and have some quiet time and recover and go home? I mean, the problems here are so much deeper than that. You can't compare people partying in the CBD of Melbourne with what's happening up there. That's not people partying. That's not people going out and enjoying themselves. That is just lawless thuggery, and innocent people are being hurt. And I'm getting emails. I'm sitting here in Melbourne. I'm getting emails from people, locals up there, saying, we're scared to leave the house. We have to take this measure and that measure. Things that you just would not expect any Australian to be doing to feel safe.
Sure, I agree. It's ugly. It's totally unacceptable in this country. I'm not saying it's a solution to everything. I'm just saying it's part of the solution, along with stronger police presence, attacking some of those underlying social issues, and I think stronger bans on the sale of grog as
Michael,
well.
what about
how about the people who decided, sorry, just one thing, people who decided that this was a good idea, the people whose ideology trumped rationality, how about there's some consequences for those people? How about those people are never allowed to advise again on policy? How about that? Because it seems like we keep listening to all the wrong voices, and when these disasters occur, there's no accountability at all. Those people just go on and give more advice that leads to more disaster. And I'm just so sick of this.